You really doing this lying stuff again? You really doing this lying stuff again? You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything. I'm recording everything. I'm recording everything.
For pre-op, and this will conclude my pre-op day from the doctor's office to the hospital. I decided to go ahead and do it. Then I was like, I want to do a C-section so I can get my tubes removed. I didn't want to come back twice. I didn't get them tied. I got them cut out of me, and then I kept both of their placentas. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, let him go same day. Well, I had C-section and I also had surgery, so I'm not in the rush to go home. This is my first C-section. My left leg is still numb from the medication, so when I try to walk, it like gives out. So I'm not in a rush to go home. And then I had my tubes removed. Removed, not tied. So I'm gonna be here extra couple of days. My first C-section and you ain't playing. No more babies. I was not playing. Get these tubes out of me. I'm good. This was the worst pregnancy ever. So much pain, back pain. I was having real pain. My ribs was hurting real bad.
Did you get a hysterectomy? No, I got my tubes cut and removed out.
That's a lie!
Did you get your tubes tied? Nope, got them cut out and removed. They somewhere in the hospital trash. Not hospital trash, wherever they send them organs, that's where they at.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
The pain right now after the C-section and my tubes being removed is definitely a feeling. I haven't really felt the pain 100% yet because I've been trying to stay on top of it. Pain management, stay ahead of it so I don't really be hurting. But yeah.
Come on now, dog. Come on.
And I don't have periods with it, and I love that for me. And then I love the little weight gain that comes with me being on Defo too. But then sometimes you get too big. Be talking too fast, cause baby, looking back at that video, I said my answers were answered. I mean, my questions were answered. So yeah, I guess I'll just see what happens when that day comes and decide from there. So yeah, all the moms that always wanted to know, like, if you had a C-section, you got your tubes removed, can you still do birth control for heavy periods? The answer is yes. I got my answer. You can still get on birth control even though you don't have any tubes for the eggs to travel down. And of course, later on, if you decide that you want to have babies with whoever you're with, you still have your eggs. So you just have to do IVF, or you would have to get a surrogate and let them carry the baby for you, which I'm cool with that, because baby, I don't need no more babies coming out of this body. So if I ever get married and my husband want a kid, baby, go ahead and get these eggs up out of me. Go ahead and get what you need to get up out of you, and let's go ahead and get a surrogate and call it a day.
Remember that? You stupid bitch. Yeah. Oh, girl.
John, I made a big girl decision and I'm kind of nervous. But anyways, here's tea. I'm going to record and document my whole journey. So I've decided to do a hysterectomy, partial hysterectomy. Just because I just had twins. I'm over it not having all my babies. I did have a tubal removal when I had the babies.
Boy, if you
With my C-section, but my periods are still heavy. So my next best bet was an ablation, which I talked to my doctor about, and she was just saying that it could help, it might not help, but if it don't help, then I'll be back in this situation. Or if it does help, it might help for a certain amount of years, but then I'll be back, and then it might be worse. And so she was just like, the best long-term factor for me for the rest of my life, if I don't want to have any more menstruals, is for me to have a hysterectomy. Now, at first she said do a full one, but after doing my research and like talking to people who have had one, I found that the best hysterectomy surgery for me would be a partial. Now with a partial, I also looked it up, and it's best for me just because I won't have no periods. I still have my ovaries or whatever, so in case I do want to, you know, give up some eggs and have a baby later, which I won't, but at the same time the option is open for those who are wondering, like, okay, but what if I decide, okay, you still don't have your ovaries, okay? Now, with that being said, with a full hysterectomy, you go into early menopause. I don't want that. So that's why I was just like, you know what, I don't have any, like, as far as like cyst or anything, so I'm just like, let me just do the partial and call it a day, and you know, do my thug thizzle, call it a day, and I won't see no menstruals no more, and bye-bye for the rest of my life. And I'm happy about that, because after having my
Because if a liar can get you to believe some shit, they don't stop there. They double down. Just so you knew they was lying, they said some shit next that don't even make mathematical sense.
Because after having my tubes removed, I thought that I wouldn't have no menstrual no more, or it'd be lighter, but it wasn't. After having my tubes removed, I thought that I wouldn't have no menstrual no more, or it'd be lighter, but it wasn't. It actually
And it don't sit well with me. It don't sit well in my spirit. It don't make sense. I said what I said. Love you, bye.
After having my tubes removed, I thought that I wouldn't have no menstrual no more, or it'd be lighter, but it wasn't.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Because after having my tubes removed, I thought that I wouldn't have no menstrual no more, or it'd be lighter, but it wasn't. It actually was much. Because after having my tubes removed, I thought that I wouldn't have no menstrual no more, or it'd be lighter, but it wasn't. It actually was much. It actually was much worse, y'all. When
That last part, one needed. That last part, one.
bleeding, I'm talking about bleeding. So I had to end up getting back on a depot shot, and I don't want to do that either because that's poison. I don't want to keep putting poison in my body, y'all. I really.
We do not care.
Whoa, child. Today has been a day. I'm so ready to get this over with. You guys, so I officially did the blood work, signed paperwork, and then advance directive, all that good stuff. Okay. The journey. Hey y'all, I am at my pre-op appointment. It's getting real. Getting real. And seeing everybody pregnant, it's like, do you really want to do this, girl? Yes. No more. And I have to bring my tooth to remind me why I don't want no more. He did right, the but that we had to bring you so I can be a reminder for me not to change my mind. Yeah. And mommy, you can't change your mind. You can have 2 more.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, so it's getting real, you guys. So I'm gonna let you guys hear what the doctor say. And yeah, I am scheduled to get a partial hysterectomy soon. Okay, you guys, so I am now just got my blood pressure at 117/79, which was perfect. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in and discuss my surgery. They have a new device thing where it's AI and they just do a voice recording of the appointment so that they don't miss anything, and it translates and goes into a written file. So I had to sign up on that as well. So here we go. Why are you kicking? No. Stop. Jesse, I'm not playing with you, boy. Stop it. Hello.
Okay, what a journey to get here.
I know. Oh my God.
So, for you, we are scheduled to take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means
Okay.
leave your ovaries.
Okay.
But take out your uterus and your fallopian tubes. In our world,
Run that back, turbo.
for you, we are scheduled to take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means
Okay.
leave your ovaries.
Okay.
But take out your uterus and your fallopian tubes. In our world,
What I think I heard. What you say you said? What you say you said?
Say what you say you see.
for you, we are scheduled to take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means
Okay.
leave your ovaries.
Okay.
But take out your uterus and your fallopian
There's nothing
tubes.
worse than telling a dumb lie and getting caught telling a dumb lie.
Tubes. In our world, that's not partial.
Okay.
So it's really your whole uterus, but it's just not extra.
Okay.
So we're not, because you're too young to take out your ovaries, because
Okay.
that would make you menopausal.
Hysterectomy.
This
Now,
is
at
gonna
first you
make it
said do a full one, but after doing my research and like talking to people who have had one, I found that the best hysterectomy surgery for me would be a partial.
Oh my goodness, shut your mouth and keep on talking. I said, so that happened on my career. I said, oh my
whole uterus, but it's just not extra.
Okay.
So we're not, because you're too young to take out your ovaries, because
Okay.
that would make you menopausal.
Hysterectomy.
This
Now,
is
at
gonna
first you
make it
said
so-
do a full one, but after doing my research and like talking to people who have had one, I found that the
it's going to make it so that you still feel like you're having your cycle every month, but you will not actually be able to ever bleed again,
Okay.
or be able to do this anymore.
yes,
right?
hallelujah. That's why I brought them for a reminder.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
That's changed my vibe.
I just explained the reason.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to walk you through. And what we're going to do is we have to put a manipulator in your vagina just like we would for a regular exam. Okay, so that manipulator moves your uterus from side to side so I can see where all the blood vessels are. Then I'm going to make a small incision in your belly button. It's going to be about this big. Through that incision, I'm going to fill up your belly with gas. And then I'm going to put instruments through that same incision that takes out your uterus, and I pull everything out vaginally. I'm going to put some stitches at the top of your vagina. Risk of this surgery are bleeding, just because we have any instrument, and damage to any of the surrounding organs that will require additional repair. That would be if there's any damage to your bowel or any damage to your bladder or anything like that. Fail safes, I make sure that everything has been looked at over before we take any instruments out, and I do put a camera inside of your bladder afterwards to be sure that the bladder, as well as the tubes that go from your kidneys down, is damaged during the surgery. If as much gas out of your belly as we possibly can, let's close up that small incision in your vagina.
Dang!
And always remember that there's never a dumb question. Never a dumb question when it comes to your health or in life in general. A lot of people like to make you feel dumb for asking questions, but if you don't know, you don't know, and you need to know. Especially if it's something important and you need to know and you want to learn something. Always ask the question. It's never a dumb question because you just don't know. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with growing and learning and asking questions. The same way we tell our children to ask questions so that you know, instead of trying to assume and Google everything. One thing I've learned in this pregnancy journey with the twins is to never Google anything. Googling will make you feel like you're finna die. So I don't Google, I just ask the doctor.
Several days later.
some second thoughts about the hysterectomy. So I think I want to switch to ablation just to try it out and see if it works for me. Then if it don't work for me, then I'll come back to this permanent decision of having a hysterectomy. But right now, I just want to try out all my options before I make a permanent decision like that. Because everybody been saying different stuff. Some people have good stuff to say. Some people have cons to say about the hysterectomy. But y'all got me nervous. So, being indecisive, I think I'm going to just try the ablation, see if that works for me. And if it doesn't work, then I'll be back here doing the hysterectomy. Wish me luck. I just wanted to do this step to see if it'll work for me, and so far so good. Again, I did the hydrothermal ablation, which is where they put hot fluid. I was under general anesthesia, and they put hot fluid inside of you for about 10 minutes to eliminate the lining of your uterus that causes the bleeding. And so far so good. I'm loving the results. It is painful. However, the heating pad and the ibuprofen, I'm on day 2, is so far helping me. Now, as far as moving around and stuff, I haven't really got back to doing that a lot as much because of the cramping, but it's day 2 and I'm feeling better than day 1. So that's an update for you guys. That's been working for me. And so far I'm loving the results, although it's been painful. The PMS has stopped, so no bleeding. Sorry, TMI. But yeah, you're supposed to spot, which I did yesterday, and now it's nothing. So yeah, so far so good, and I'm getting the results that I actually was praying to get. So I didn't have to do the full hysterectomy. I didn't want to make that decision so fast, and I didn't want to make the decision so quickly as a permanent decision, being that I already have my tools removed.
I'm a liar. I love to lie. I don't know why. I wish I could stop. I can't. I think I'm sick. It's a disease. I don't even tell good lies. I tell a bunch of dumbass lies on a regular basis. Let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than telling a dumbass lie and getting caught telling a dumbass lie.
Being that I already have my tools removed, there's no way I can get pregnant anyway. They say you can still get pregnant after ablation. It's risky, but I don't have my tubes, so that's already reducing my results to getting pregnant. So I just wanted to do this step to see if it'll work for me, and so far so good. Again, I did the hydrothermal ablation, which is where they put hot fluid. I was under general anesthesia, and they put hot fluid. All right, y'all, so I promised I would update y'all on my journey. So as of yesterday, I had the procedure, which is hydrothermal ablation. There are different types of ablations, so if I was you, I would research them before. But so far, so good for me. Yesterday was the worst. The pain was extremely bad. A lot of cramping, worst cramps ever. They prescribed me oxycodone and ibuprofen, which yesterday I just kept using the oxycodone. And then today I just started using Heal. However, it did help with making me dizzy and sleepy. I don't feel like so much pain much, but I wouldn't know because it made me go to sleep. So I don't know if it really helped with the pain or not. But anywho, I started ibuprofen this morning, and that's just what I've been using.
Hey to all my Lupac loves. Ooh, I ain't did an audio on a video in a very long time, y'all. But I had to with this one because the lies is getting out of control. Now, we literally just watched this girl drop a live video, well, a regular video of her at her doctor's appointment where the doctor stated not once but twice that her tubes were very much still intact, and that they were going to be removed along with the uterus during the hysterectomy. Not just that, she also brought the babies with her, which I felt like was, a lie, for the purpose of reminding her why to go along with the surgery, child. Just for her to double back a couple days later, maybe a week, to not only not get the surgery, but to double down on the lie, which is a very life-altering lie, because a pregnancy can still happen. If I was Johnell, I would run, not walk, run fast, immediately. Because listen, baby number 7 is on the motherfucking way. Okay? Bye, y'all.